All right, guys, so explaining to you the assignment that is to be done out of page 90 and 91 of your textbook. It's just one activity spread over the bottom of two pages. Um, so if you were able to grab your textbook, it's probably going to be a little bit easier to have that propped open and either write on paper or type into Google Docs. If not, feel free to use this. Um, so um, this tends to be a little confusing the first couple of times we do it, but we will be doing a lot of these in the future and it gets to be very familiar. But I wanted to make sure I give you specific directions so that, hopefully it can be done properly. If you still have questions as I'm going through this, either email or text me and I will answer those for you. So the activity says, et toi, and you indicate what you like to do in the following situations by completing the sentences. So you have a total of 5 sentences to write. Okay, so I see here number 5. Um, when you do it, you have to type out or write out the whole sentence. Okay, so you don't just like fill in the blanks. I want to see complete sentences, and I'm going to give you an example here in just a moment. Um, And then once you're done writing your sentence in French, you have to go ahead and translate it into English. All right. So let's go with number 1 here. It says, en classe, j'aime, and then dot, dot, dot. Anytime you see a dot, 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 it means that you have to fill in, it's kind of like a blank. You have to fill in the blank with an expression. They give you choices for your expressions. All right, so we see dot, 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 so we would pick one of these 4, okay, stick it in the sentence. Then it keeps going. Mais je préfère dot, dot, dot. So we have a second blank to fill. Again, we would pick one of these 4 expressions, stick it in there, okay? Then we would translate that sentence. So by the end of this activity, you should have 5 complete French sentences as well as 5 translating sentences that are in English. All right, so let me just switch screens here. Gonna go over here. Okay, so here is the bottom of page 90, number 1. Okay, so I rewrote the sentence. You guys don't have to rewrite the dots when you do it, but I just wanted to show you. So you would either type in a Google Doc or write on paper, en classe, j'aime, and then you would pick one of the 4 choices. I picked étudier. En classe, j'aime étudier, mais je préfère 3 more dots. So I need to fill in the blank with another choice from the box. Mais je préfère parler avec un copain. There's my French sentence for number 1. I'm not done. I now need to translate this sentence into English because I want to see that you know what you're writing. So you would have to go ahead and write something like this. In class, I like to study, but I prefer to talk with a friend. Okay, and now you're done. And then you would move on to number 2, where you would do the same thing. Every time you have the dots, you fill in the blank with an expression provided, and then go ahead and translate your sentence into English. So again, when you are done and you have your 5 French sentences and your 5 English sentences, you can either take a picture of it if you did it on pen and paper and text it to me. And it's important that it's texted to me. Unless you scan it, then I believe you can email me the PDF or do it in the Google Classroom and submit it that way via Google Docs. All right. So any questions, let me know. If not, I'm looking forward to receiving your work.